look out! Elliott's gone. Keselowski, Reddick, 2 playoff drivers in this wreck. And the car goes over. Tyler Reddick has flipped.
Yep, I'm good.
My goodness, what was the catalyst? How did that start?
Restarts.
A diff. So Reddick is up high. We'll look at the 45, the Jumpman car. There's contact. Contact maybe with Truex and Elliott. That was the spark.
It is. Truex and Elliott side by side. I don't know if it's contact or just arrow tight, but the 9 of Elliott up the racetrack, not meaning to, catches the 45. Around goes the 45, and as the 45 gets in here, he hops onto the quarter mile and gets upside down. Crazy looking accident for Tyler Reddick in the 45.
That is crazy.
Listen to this.
Yeah, contact. It just looks like to me, Truex is up the racetrack. Then the 45 goes over that.
Yeah, the quarter mile track.
Yeah, the quarter mile track. And when he hits that, it just rolls it.
And then he drove it back to the pit stall. The left front upright, I believe, is broken on the 45, so he's done. Which you would imagine after a wreck like this.
You see Brad Keselowski in it.
Chase Elliott's view.
You hear him out of the gas, right? So either contact, arrow tight combination. Chase Elliott knows he's in trouble. But at 170 miles an hour, you know, you're going to cover a tremendous amount of distance. And you see him up the racetrack, 45 trying to go by. You ask why the 45's there, because if you don't fill those holes, you will never move forward in these races. And it just runs out of real estate, exit of turn 4.
Something crazy going on behind this is the 12.
The back way
Trouble turn
off.
2. Casey Mears. Ooh, gets tagged
and nowhere
hard.
for Dale Earnhardt Jr. to go in that 88 car.
2 more cars hard in the wall behind them. One is Hornish.
Someone has run underneath the 5 car, it looks
The
like.
other's Reed Sorensen, and Mears ends up on his roof.
It's Sam Hornish in the 77, because I knew the car just picked up off the ground all of a sudden.
You couldn't even see Hornish from our angle.
Dale Jr. okay after running into his Hendrick Chevy teammate.
Boy, there's a fire over there, guys. Boys need to get out of those things. And I'm really worried. Here comes Casey. Good.
Sam Hornish moving around in his car. Very quick work by the.
It's up high, and he just loses it there. Comes down right.
Just clipped Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Got
turned him around.
But now this is when it really is bizarre. Watch this.
Hornish already had damage, and the hood was up so high he couldn't see out of the windshield, I don't think.
Now watch Junior in the 88 come into this.
Ooh.
Get clipped, knocking the right side sheet metal off and banging the left side. Now all drivers involved are okay.
Still inside the 12 there. Stay low, stay low. We're in it there. You got the right side door, the rear tire back.
Now we saw from the snail's trail on the track that Hornish's car wouldn't stop or steer as he got underneath Mears. It was dropping a lot of fluid and ended up just tumbling him over.
Yeah. That is bizarre.
You could see how high the hood was already buckled up on Sam Hornish's car. Mears was just.
He didn't need this to happen.
That guitar.
So Joey Logano. Oh, they're going to crash along the front straightaway, including Stenhouse in 62 of Brendan Gaughan, the 15 of Michael Annett. So the caution comes out again.
Oh, no.
It'll be our 10th.
You lost it, overcorrected, and went right into your door. No gas, no gas.
So Stenhouse, who had a really strong run going in the top 15, is involved in this.
Man, look at all the damage you got right here. This car's been upside down. This is Joe Nimitz.
Take a look, boy.
Holy cow.
He was Joe's car.
down.
Yeah, that car definitely. Whenever you can see the roof flaps, take a look. Here we go.
Okay, he's looking inside of Michael Annett, and this wreck happens in front of them.
There is the 16. He's already turned around. That all happened in front.
Now, where's Joe Nemechek?
Oh, right there.
Gosh.
Who got in? And it was the 16 with a Stenhouse.
Gracious.
He ends up going over. Take another look.
Okay, does that qualify? Everything's going to get crazy?
Well, I think that's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't know if a Stenhouse got any help there, but he just...
3. Oh, Briscoe gets loose. Austin Wayne Self around. Heavy contact with the 99 of Peters, up and over. Austin Wayne Self in the 22, and that upside down 99 is Timothy Peters. To this at the finish. There's the replay of the accident that brought out the final caution in the wild ride endured by Timothy Peters.
It looked like the 22 of Austin Wayne Self just got a little bit loose on exit of turn number 4, got into Johnny Sauter. Watch him get loose on the bottom, gets into Johnny a little bit, turns him sideways. Ben Rhodes able to get by. Timothy commits to the bottom. Austin Wayne comes down there. Wild ride for Timothy. Timothy just really didn't even have any choice but to go to the bottom, did he?
No, that normally Austin would have probably come back up the racetrack after that, and he didn't.
How about the view from Matt Crafton? And this is Timothy Peters. Watch this ride.
Joe Nemechek.
Oh, he's okay.
Yeah, Nemechek Nemechek was up in that too somehow.
6th caution at lap 263, and there is Carl Long. He is okay. The Al Smith Dodge is a mess.
Labonte.
The blue car in front, 46.
46.
Somebody hits.
Oh, he just gets hooked.
Yep.
Yeah. Brendan Gaughan got into the back of Joe Nemechek in the 01. Brendan Gaughan in the 77.
Carl Long goes for the wild ride.
And that's all on driver's side right there, sliding down the racetrack. Now she starts to tumble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5.5, 6 times.
And almost landed on top of Joe Nemechek, and the 46, the blue car, goes skyward there.
Yeah, Nemechek being up under the back of the 46 car lifted it up and got it up on the wall.
It was Mark Martin that turned Bobby Labonte there, and Labonte was way close to that.
Look how high that car got right. It got a lot of air there at one point.
At actual speed.
Just run out of room back there.
I mean, you're probably running well over 150 miles per hour right there in that area.
Ricky Rudd had to drive through it. Let's ride with him.
That's when you call your crew and you say, "You won't believe what I just saw."
After the caution, the race off pit road.
Your way through this field. 29 to go now as the green flag flies once again.
Haley, not a great restart here as Ryan C gets off to a good start, and now they're 4 wide going into 1.
That's it.
Oh, and around goes the 7, hard into the outside wall.
Buddy, hang on, hang on.
On the apron, the 21 of Anthony Alfredo was into the wall hard. He's upside down, sliding through 1 and 2. Looks like the 18 back there of Riley Herbst also involved. AMR safety crew will get to Anthony Alfredo quickly here. This will bring out a red flag as they will work to get Anthony out of the car.
But 2 or 3 rows back, that 7 of Justin Allgaier gets a big run, goes to the apron. The next thing we know, we're 4 wide on the apron, Jeff.
Yeah, everybody's got to go. Everybody has tires trying to get in track position. And Allgaier was just on the apron, entered the corner on the apron, and ended up getting up into the side of the 21.
Yeah, he ran out of, at some point, you have to make the corner. The corner has the banking. There were so many cars above him, he couldn't get up on the banking. It looked like he lost control. Take another look at it. Focus on that bright red or orange number 7 back here. That's kind of where the whole thing starts.
And normally you think you're going to get down here and you're going to slide up into the racetrack, but he just never had a chance to. Allgaier just kind of, I think, needed to give that spot up and get out of the throttle, but knowing there's a race win, if you can make it work, maybe ahead of you, just chose to stay in the gas.
And look at this car. It gets up on its side. It's sliding. You know, these cars have roof flaps that design them to stay on the ground when you see a high-speed rollover at, say, a restrictor plate track. But here, that wasn't really an aerodynamic thing. The cars aren't going at top speed on this restart. That's just the force of this car. Hitting that outside wall throws it up into the air. And then, Jeff, as we saw, it slides to a stop on its roof.
Yeah, there was another car involved in this, too, that got him up and upside down when he did hit the wall. Take another look. Here's the 18 of Riley Herbst. He gets into him.
Both of those young drivers are having good nights tonight.
And when you see a car gets upside down, Jeff, it takes me back to the technology we don't talk about so much. From a 5-point to a 6-point to a 7-point seatbelt harness, all of those points that are added are down around your hips and legs for this reason, to keep a driver pulled straight down in the seat so they don't go up when a car gets upside down.
That's a big impact. Obviously it's dramatic when he rolled over, but as you said, Steve, the impact is what rolled him over. The advancement inside these race cars' seats, the limit of the movement of the driver is so important. The belts you just spoke about, the seat technology, the head surrounds, the Hans system, all of those things designed to limit mobility, to keep everything intact with the driver. Just such a different world today. And the wall that he hit, it's a safer barrier, absorbs energy. Just such a different world than it was 20 years ago.
And you talk about safety advantages. Just this year, we saw that huge wreck with Ryan Newman.
Really hurt him as the restart goes. Well, they got 3 wide there with Kerry Earnhardt.
Whoa, there he goes.
Oh, Bickles around, and Earnhardt got him, and up and over goes the 21 of Quaffle.
Another Richard Childress car, and this one is upside down.
9th caution, lap 183, so close to the finish, and yet so far.
Yeah, I think Bickle came into pits, and I think they must have the car might have been tight, and they must have made a change on it, and the car was really, really loose, and it just came right around. Comes around. As the 26 car starts by on the outside, it just sucks that back in around.
And there's Kerry Earnhardt.
Kerry, who makes slight contact. But here's the one that, he's got the wheels turned, trying to go around Bickle's car, and the car just kind of pole vaults over on its side and then gets upside down. Here, the back of Bickle's car is a little loose. He never makes any contact with the 26. Spins around right in front of Kerry Earnhardt, and here comes the 21 car. And see, he was trying to turn out from behind him also back here. I believe that's Christian Elder spins around as well. There's a car down here in the grass.
Yes.
Wow. Cars going everywhere. What a mess.
Here's a different look at it.
Just gets it loose up off that corner, and that's real time, and it happens so fast.
Quaffle was a lap down in 21st position at the time.
But I don't know who that car right there was, but he didn't have any idea which way to go. He kept
Worst car lined up on the inside, couldn't get a lap back.
Oh, trouble down here. Who is that? Is that the 26
It
already?
is. Amick.
Oh, no, a car just turned down. One car just turned over. It's upside down on the back straightaway.
It's Michael.
Holy cow, what is he doing?
He slammed into Amick, Darrell, and that flip turned the car right over. Look at how he hit him with the right front.
Well, he needs to get out of there. Come on, buddy. Get that fire extinguisher up here. He gets around on his own. People start taking evasive action. He's coming down the hill. All of a sudden, here comes
Michael right there. Just
there it goes.
Over the left front. Catapults him upside down.
Just turned him right over. Several cars involved. See the 26 car get around right there.
And everybody's trying to crowd down to the bottom.
Knowing he's going to go to the bottom of the racetrack.
The 54 car.
Yeah, Kevin Grubb is involved. So is Casey Kane.
Yates's car, Casey Kane, 98.
Now from Johnny Sauter's car.
Oh yeah, the 26 just gets around backwards.
Let's ride with Lyndon Amick.
Boy, that thing had no warning.
See Michael go by right there. Yep.
Oh man.
Lyndon Amick taking a couple of hard shots.
Yeah, that old Dr. Pepper car was getting hit from all angles.
Yeah, at 10, 2, and 4.
It was so crowded there, right where Michael was. There was cars inside, outside.
Now he's lost that clean air. Oh, a big wreck. Huge contact.
48 is involved. That's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Now up and over goes the 27. So Jeff Burton sliding on top.
I just want to get you. All right, just hold tight right here. This will take a minute here. You all good there?
Yeah, man. Did all I could there.
The car getting turned sideways. So you see right here the 26. Off turn 4. Okay, gets very, very loose. Just really spins out. Loses control. Probably had very little side force. Too wide. Sideways. Now it's white smoke. No one can see. The 48 of Stenhouse. The 27 sees it. He goes as far left as he can. He has a choice. Am I either going to hit the end pit wall or stay on the racetrack? And he just launches off the 48 upside down. And then this long slide had to feel like forever. I'm not going to know what's better, sliding or tumbling. I'm going to say sliding if he's fine, but watch how close Jeb was to the end of this pit wall. He has a split decision, pit road or not. The yellow barrel's not a good option.
Yeah, he made the right decision not to try to turn left there at the last moment. Just a no-win situation for Jeb.
And the spotter coming on, asking him if he's okay, and also telling him no one's going to hit you. That would be the other thing that a driver would fear, is he's in such a vulnerable position.
So now the spin, and look at all the smoke. So you want to say, all right, here's where I want to go, but you're just trying to miss him. And then it happens that quick. I mean, that decision has to be made in milliseconds.
That's what I love. Slow motion replays shows us the violence. Like this will show just how much that car launches in the air. Now look at this hit right here. He lands basically on the driver's side door, tumbles onto the A-post. That shows how violent it is, but there's nothing like a full speed replay to show you Jeb's decision making. It is right now, left or right.
And remember, following the 2 crashes back in 2015 where cars spun onto and hit the inside wall of pit road, Pocono extended that pit wall by 100 feet back towards turn 3.
And think how important that was, because if that's the case, if there's 100 feet less wall, You know, if there's 100 feet less wall, then there's a higher chance that they're hitting the end of that pit wall. So we talk a lot about